Well, hello, and a warm welcome to everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We have ourselves a game. We're not going to get into opening theory. I know you're tired of hearing me say that all the time, but I'm going to say it anyway because the real focus is on the middle game and positional play. So, Vimso Indian defense opening, all good and done. What do we have here? How do we assess this position? Now, you have a bishop that is attacking a knight, but there's no pin. So, so there's no hurry to do anything here. But very often, white will find themselves having to play a3 for lack of any other alternative. Um, Key idea is bishop here because of this weak square, and the main idea being to somehow reroute the bishop there. So I want to leave open that possibility. The possibility to reroute the bishop here. The possibility will only emerge if the bishop or some other piece were to block the rook from seeing this, which we don't know if we're going to get. Knight hop here is out of the question. He's already preemptively done that move, but that's fine. That's fine. I think he's intending to go back here with the bishop. It sounds like. What what other options do we have really in the position? His knight's gonna come here and then probably do some kind of regurgitation to one of these squares. I don't know how to make progress. You see, this is the point. This is the point. It always comes back down to a3. It just, for some reason or another, because it's hard to make any real meaningful progress on the white king side. I'm not ready with any pawn breaks, and it's not that kind of position that you try to break it open, especially after he's fianchettoed. If he hadn't fianchettoed, if the bishop was somehow here or something like that, then you could really consider these kind of moves. But with the fianchettoed bishop, no. I'm happy to see this line though, because I think the knight. I'm happy to take away squares from the knight because he's not got any real entry square now to the queen side of the board. So we've made a few moves. The position has changed, and now we got to re-evaluate the position. Black has a lot of piece activity against my king, but I am a wily defender. I'm not afraid of the risks, the complications, because I've seen this all before a million times. A million gazillion goddamn times, alright? I tell you that. So I'm not worried about anything sudden happening. What I am concerned with is detail. I just suddenly switched into frickin' what's his face. Anybody know the reference movie? Swimming with Sharks. Guy? No, Guy's the assistant. What's the main guy's name? I don't know. Anyway, we've got a bunch of moves here and a very interesting bishop for knight trade. Very interesting indeed. I have to say I'm licking my lips about it because I think this is a pretty nifty setup for white. I love the idea. It looks so nice. And a bishop to give away a good bishop, that too for a knight? Why would you do that? Doesn't really quite make much sense. As Forrest Gump would say, sometimes things just don't make no sense. And that's what it was here. But now it's game time. It's game time. He's planning this move. We have to think concretely now. This is not a positional situation. This is a tactical situation because here's the other idea. You just gave away a bishop. What's the genius idea there? Well, there is none. But you got to think like that. You got to think like that. What could we do? See, moving a pawn up could buy me some temporary relief, but it will most likely result in a knight coming in a lovely square here. So this pawn has to stay robust and this one has to defend him. Simple as that. It has to. Hmm, knight here is pretty good, other than that this pawn is soft then. Time is running out. Time is well and truly running out. I'm not afraid of him pushing forward. What I am doing is defending this bishop so that I can threaten to play this move. That's how I ultimately deduced or decided what to play. But our opponent has disconnected, so I'm going to check on my food delivery status, and it seems like it's here in 2 minutes. Game abandoned, unfortunately. Sorry about that, everybody, but we'll still have a good, still have some review to look at. Okay, maybe I'll invest in a game review just for you guys. I'm going to invest in my one game review of the day on this incomplete game so we can see a very high percentage. Yes, because obviously it's easier to play in the opening moves than later on. 90% accuracy. What a game. Uh, let's just quickly flip through it. All opening shit. Okay, this is yeah, it's my own style, that move. My own preferred line, so to speak. But this was an inaccuracy. Yeah, you guessed it. So what should I do instead? What? Rook b1? What does that even do? I don't understand it. I honestly don't understand it. I really don't get it, honestly. I need I need help. I'm gonna in fact open the analysis. I had it open already, so I'm just gonna dive into that exact equation. Right here, the computer evals many different lines and they're all more or less even. A3 is the best. No, rook b1 slightly better. A3 not so good now when the evaluation goes a bit deeper. Rook b1. Where's queen c2 on the list? I wonder. This is such a perplexing position. Like, what would happen if I did queen c2? It would be bad? It just shows how little I really understand about this position. I don't understand rook frickin' b1. I don't. I'm gonna have to look into this and I don't get it. I don't get it. You can't always trust the computer. Maybe I was right. This is good. This is all good. Good stuff. Okay, c1. Yeah, that was a mistake. I told you. I told you it was all a mistake. This is a great move. It's the only real move. F5 is an inaccuracy and rook c2 a mistake. Yeah, whatever.